Hello again, everybody. Jim Hickey here. Putting this video together as a follow-up to the one that I made the other night. I talked about my WordPress.com blog getting nixed by WordPress.com because they thought it was too over-promotional, or it was being used to dominate Google or something. I don't know. Anyways, again, I only had a few affiliate links on there, and I really wasn't trying to drive traffic to any place else. Actually, I was trying to drive traffic to that site, but whatever. Like I said, had I gotten one warning, I would have instantly complied when I realized that I was out of line. But they don't do those things. They just make you go away. So, at any rate. The other thing I wanted to do is quickly, kind of acknowledge all of my friends who have stopped by either on Facebook or, made a comment on Twitter, or send me email messages or message me on Facebook, whatever the case may be, just expressing, their displeasure, if you will, at the blog being gone, and the fact that they missed it, and they wish me the best. And I assure everybody that there's another blog coming. As a matter of fact, it's more than coming; it already exists. And this time, again, it's a WordPress blog, but this time it's the program that's been uploaded onto my site, my HostGator account. I control that. Nobody's going to make it go away on me, I don't think. No, actually, nobody can make it go away. One of the big advantages there. Has its first post on it. I am taking some time to structure some things differently, because one of the things I found with the old blog, the WordPress.com blog, after 50-odd posts, there was still a lot of that older information. There was good information. I mean, it was valuable content. That's the reason why I put it up there, at least to me, and a lot of people thought so as well as they read it. So, but it was because I was just posting things in kind of a blog fashion, chronologically as they occurred, and then it was just the thought of the day, or there was a series that I put together, but even some other thoughts kind of interjected into the middle of a series sometimes. So all that information was there, kind of as a hodgepodge. Yes, it was identifiable by categories, but still, if you were a relatively newcomer to the blog and found some of the information interesting, there was no real good way to root out what was there behind it. So this time around, I'm going to have more structure, make sure that it's more readily apparent how to get to older posts as things age, because again, there might be some useful content that can help somebody, and that was really the purpose of that blog. So it's kind of one of those, when life serves you lemons, you make lemonade. And that's exactly what I'm in the process of doing now. So as of this moment in time, at jchickey.com/blog, at least the skeleton blog site is there with its first post. And it will be new and improved over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to take my time getting this thing together. So if you want to go visit it. But again, I want to thank those folks that stopped by to express, their concern and the fact they missed the blog, and show their support. And people like Art Hamlin and Dino White and Anna Laura Brown, Shelley Allen, Shelley B., the Rat Race Rebel, Angela Brooks, Donna Wells, Cindy Schulson, Jen Weidman, Rhonda Hicks, and several others who sent me emails and other things just showing their support. Thank you. I appreciate it. The new blog's there. There isn't much. There's only one post there at the moment. My kind of overview of how to get messages out on the internet. And more is coming, like I said in the past. Some of those old posts have also been spun out now to articles and hub pages and other things like that. But most of them will end up in one form or another on the blog eventually. There is one other thing I want to warn everybody about, though, because when that blog was taken down, because I used it as my central website, I mean, at this point in time, I was really just trying to get content out there and, just share useful information with people and get that feedback going back and forth. Anytime I use that as my main link. On videos I posted, on hub pages I posted, on e-zine articles I posted, what have you, that link was oftentimes there. I've been spending the last few days going in and killing those old links and putting in the new blog link. Or actually, I haven't really put in the new blog link on many of them yet, but that process is ongoing. One problem arose with e-zine articles. even when I went to change the former blog link that was in my resource box in eZine articles, when I made that change to the new blog link, that meant that article had to be resubmitted to be reviewed. So I had several articles that are up in eZine articles that are now off for the time being until they review them and repost them. I can't imagine it won't be, because all I did is change the blog link again. So hopefully there isn't another aftermath coming here. And the other thing that became readily apparent the last few days is all the comments I left for the last 2, 3, almost 4 months. That was my main website. That was the website I used when I made any of my comments, as far as referring people back to it. All those links are still there. Now the eZine articles, the hub pages, YouTube, Vidler, all those accounts, I can go in and change. Those are mine. The comments, some friends that I know that have commented on regular, I can send an email and ask them to kill those comments. But there's places I just stopped by a blog, found something interesting, made a comment, and those are out there now. Got to watch your Google trail. So one additional word of advice, as you're going to create a website, whether it be a standalone website that's more of a static website, with several pages and so forth, or you're going to use a blog as your main website. You want to be careful where you do that and how you do it. One thing is how you structure it. Secondly, if you do use that to identify yourself and kind of leave your trail out there, linking back to yourself, if something causes that to go away, those links can still be there. So think about that anytime you're creating one of these new sites. And especially if you go to something like WordPress.com, Blogger.com, any of these free sites, because again, they control what you're doing. And if they have a change in opinion about the way you're doing things and they kill you, all those links are still there. In one way or another, you got to try to deal with them. Okay? So keep that in mind. Hope you find that information useful. Again, my new blog's there, jchickey.com/blog. We'll get you to it. Not a whole lot of information there yet, but it's coming. Thanks again for listening. Talk to you soon. Have a great night.